Ian Vaughan commented, I would watch and listen to any content from you, even if you're just talking at home. Wow, Ian, thank you so much. You're being too kind. And you know what? I'm listening to you, and I'm going to do exactly just that. Hi, my name is Robin Wong, and I'm starting a new video series, Robin Speaks. In this new series, I want to talk more openly and speak more freely on various topics regarding photography, new product releases, current trends, what's happening. I just want to make commentaries on these various topics, and I'm really excited to do it. Rest assured, don't worry, I'll still continue to make my usual weekly videos sharing tips and tricks on using Olympus gear, photography techniques. I'll share fresh photographs for my photo walks and shutter therapy adventures with you guys. That's not going to change. However, these weekly usual videos will have to be capped at about 10 to 12 minutes long. YouTube doesn't favor long format videos. People will click off after 4 to 5 minutes, so I have to keep everything really short, compact, and straight to the point. That's the main reason why I'm starting this podcast style new series videos, because I can speak at much greater length, I can be more relaxed, I don't have to rush, I can take my time, and I can go into detail and more in depth about the topics that I'm discussing here. And you know what? I can also share more about myself with you guys, if you guys are interested to get to know me a little bit better. I'm really excited about this, so let's do this. First, let's address the elephant in the room. A lot of you have come to me and said, hey Robin, what happened? Where are your reviews of the new products from OM Digital Solutions? The new Olympus PEN E-P7 and the M.Zuiko 8-25 f4 Pro. These are first products that was launched by OM Digital Solutions after they took over Olympus, so it was kind of a big deal. What happened? Guys, honestly, to be entirely truthful, I don't know. I don't have the review samples, and the worst part, I was not informed about these products before they were released. Here is what happened. Now, we all follow rumor sites, right? I also look at the rumors, and the rumor site said these two products are coming. So I asked my local representative here in Malaysia, hey, any information for me? And they said they didn't have any information, and they were very sure that these products are not launched at the date that the rumor site was stating. I trusted them, I laid low. Imagine my surprise to find out that these products are actually launched on the day that the rumor site said it was going to be released. And I contacted my representative again and asked, hey, what happened? The products are launched today. And they said, yeah, they just received the information on the same day itself. Now, I don't know what happened, what went wrong, why the information came to Malaysia so late on the same day of the launch itself, or why I was kept in the dark. Now you see, all the other ambassadors and Olympus visionaries around the world have received this information. A lot of them have received the sample units to test at least 2 weeks to 1 month before the launch. You can find reviews from these ambassadors and various visionaries. Some of them are really good, great content out there. They have made this content beforehand, ahead of time before the launch, and they publish them during the launch. Now, I'm not asking for review samples. I understand that things are different now. Olympus is not Olympus anymore. The new company, OM Digital Solutions, may do things a little bit differently, and I can't expect the same treatment. That's perfectly fine. But what I cannot accept and what I'm getting really frustrated about was that I didn't even know about these products before it was launched. At least tell me something, right? Send me some information so I can prepare a content to share my impression on the specifications, talk about what I think about these products, and share them with you guys. At least help me to do my job as an Olympus visionary. And it's really funny because I also started to question, what's the point of being an Olympus visionary if I don't even know about all these things, right? Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to get the review samples anytime soon, or even if I will get them, but if the products come and I can get my hands on the review samples, trust me, you have my word, I will do my best to review them. I will bring the cameras and lens to shoot as many sample photographs as I can, and I will share my experience here with you guys. That's not going to change. And having said that, I have also pre-ordered the 8-25 f4 Pro lens. I'm getting my own copy. That is a missing link in my arsenal. I think it'll be a great addition. I don't have an ultra wide angle zoom, so I thought that would be really great. And either way, I'm gonna get the lens, whether it's a review sample first or the lens that I pre-ordered. If it comes first, I will do my review. So I beg your understanding. I'm really sorry that I don't have the reviews now, but I'm doing my best. Next, I want to talk a little bit about the lockdown situation in Malaysia and how I'm coping with it. A lot of you have sent in suggestions and ideas on what I can do, what kind of photography, and many have said if you are a photographer, if you're truly passionate about photography, no matter what happens, you will still shoot, you will still make photographs. I agree with that. I'm not arguing with you, but in order to create meaningful photographs, in order to create art, you need to feel inspired. And being trapped in this room, this tiny room, for more than a month, it is coming to 1.5 months now, it is getting harder and harder to feel inspired. Now, Malaysia implemented partial lockdown since May. I've been self-isolating here. I haven't gone out much. And sometime in the middle of May, the government specifically banned outdoor photography. I can't go out to take photographs. Technically, even with a smartphone, if I go on the streets and start taking photographs, I can be caught by the police. Either I get sent to prison or I get fined 10,000 ringgit. That's equivalent to 2,500 US dollars. With that kind of money, I can buy the new EP7 and the 8-25 f4 Pro lens and still get some change. I don't want to lose that kind of money, so I can't go out to shoot. I'm stuck in this miserable room, and there's only so much I can do in this room. I'm not saying that I run out of ideas, I have nothing to do, I don't know what to do. I'm not saying that it is difficult to shoot. If you know me, I'm a photographer blogger. I've been doing this for more than 10 years. I've been sharing fresh content every week without fail, whether in this YouTube channel in the past 2 years or my main blog. I share fresh photographs. It is just that it gets increasingly difficult to create content when you're stuck in this room. I just don't feel inspired. And if you want me to be entirely truthful about why I don't feel inspired, it's because my photography business is severely impacted. Like any other photographers, my peers here in Malaysia, or any other photographers in the world with similar lockdown situation, we lose a huge chunk of our business. Our income is just gone. They just disappear out of nowhere. They just poof, right? And when I look at my calendar of bookings, it is really miserable. It is empty now. And for the next 6 months, it is looking really, really, really depressing. The point is, knowing that we have lost a huge chunk of our business, that thought as a photographer, business person, right, who runs a business, knowing that you're losing that kind of money for the rest of the year and you don't know if this is going to recover, it drags you down. And I can't go out and I'm being stuck in this room. So how can you ask me to feel inspired to pick up the camera and take photographs? Please don't give me suggestions. It's not that. I understand that you're trying to help. I understand that you're trying to give ideas and help me to get better. You're trying to connect with me. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being here. But you know, you need to let me deal with this at my own pace. You need to let me go through whatever I need to go through and giving me suggestions and ideas on what to do in this tiny little room with not much freedom, with not much options, feeling really depressed now, knowing that I've lost this huge chunk of income, is not helping. I'm telling you, it is not helping me. I need to deal with this myself, right? And there's nothing you can do, there's nothing I can do, there's nothing anyone can do. I just have to go through it, and it is okay. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not in trouble. I'm not in a problem or anything. Everything is fine. I can survive this lockdown. Before the lockdown, there was an opening where I worked really, really hard and I saved up enough money to survive. So don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I'm just saying that I don't feel inspired to pick up the camera and shoot, and I just ask for your understanding. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for being here. You, each and every one of you being here is enough. I don't need more. You don't have to do more. I will be okay. Just being here, liking the video, commenting, watching my video. I know that you guys care, and it feels like I have a huge community in my back pushing me, supporting me to move forward. And thanks to your positive vibe and all the encouraging words, I know that what I do here matters. That itself is a huge motivation and inspiration to push me to continue moving and to make more content to publish them right here. So seriously, you guys being here is more than I can ask for, and I really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you have been following my Facebook page updates and of course my blog, I actually found a tiny jumping spider in this room. You heard that right. As much as I would like to keep all the pests out, it is impossible because the window is wide open. I'm living in a tropical country. Anything can fly in or crawl in anytime. So I found this tiny jumping spider. And I thought to myself, hey, it's the perfect opportunity to create a content and maybe share with you guys. And I already did. At that time, I wasn't thinking to do this new series of video. This is a new idea. So I thought, hey, why don't I share them here as well, since I'm making a longer format video. So I brought out the EM1 Mark III and the Olympus 60 f2.8 macro lens out from the dry cabinet and did some macro shots. And this lens, wow, it has been a while since I used the macro lens and it never fails to impress me. The level of sharpness, the amount of fine details that this lens managed to resolve is incredible. You get fantastic results. You can get so close to the tiny creatures. The magnification is amazing. You get 2:1 magnification, so you get really, really close to review all these details. It's just crazy. And that's one of the things that I really like about doing macro photography, is to review all these little details that the eyes can't see, right? And man, I had such a fun time shooting this tiny jumping spider. And lighting wise, I actually had my Olympus FL50R, which I've been using since my Olympus DSLR days, since I was using the E5. And this flash just refused to die. It's crazy, right? I have a few of this and it's just so reliable. And of course, you don't just use the flash. I attach the diffuser. Doesn't really matter what diffuser that you use. This is just a typical softbox. And yeah, you can DIY a softbox as well. You can go to any sites online. There's a lot of guides on how you can do your own softbox or diffuser for macro photography. It's widely available, but I'm lazy. I just bought a softbox, attach it on the flash, and fire it for my macro photography. Of course, I did it wirelessly. I held the camera and lens with one hand, and of course the flash another, and I do this. If you want to find out my full technique on how I do my macro, I shared everything that I used, what diffuser, flash, lens, camera, the settings, every single settings, the ISO, shutter speed, flash settings, how to set the wireless, my shooting technique itself while I was actually shooting, how I hold the camera, how I hold the flash, how do I point the direction of the light. every single detail of my technique I have shared before in a video I made more than 1 year ago. And I'll put the link to the video up here. Please check out the video if you have not done so. And yeah, I thought you guys would really like this tiny jumping spider. It's really cute. I don't know if the spider will survive long because I have seen a lizard running around. Well, whatever happens, happens. If I see the spider again, maybe I'll take a few more shots. Next, I would like to read some comments and respond to them right here. G. Cardinal said, "Hi Robin, great video, thanks. I wonder which camera strap is the one that you show in the video." This is a popular question. A lot of people have asked what's the strap or the wrist strap that I'm using on my cameras. Same question by Dan Sherman. "Hey Robin, where did you source wrist strap? Great video, Lumix guy here." Now this wrist strap that I've been using for many years on various cameras. It is a no-brand wrist strap that I bought from Lazada. Lazada is an online shopping platform in Malaysia, so I don't know if you can find it elsewhere if you're not in Southeast Asia. Lazada is available for Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and it is China made. It doesn't have a brand. I wouldn't highly recommend this wrist strap. There's nothing special about it. It does look really nice. It is made of synthetic material, and the only reason I'm using this wrist strap is because it is sweat proof. It's made of synthetic material, as I've mentioned, so it's quite easy to wash it or just wipe it off. I sweat a lot in this tropical country, and the popular question I get asked is, "Robin, why are you so wet? Robin, why is your shirt drenched in sweat? Robin, why do you sweat so much?" Come on, I live in Malaysia. The humidity here is crazy, and it's hot all the time. And whenever I'm outdoor, even now I'm indoor in my room sitting down, I'm sweating. You just cannot not sweat in Malaysia. Something will be wrong with you if you don't sweat. So anyway, I've diverted away from the topic. Coming back to the wrist strap. Now, yeah, that's the reason I use this, because it is sweat resistant and I can wash it easily. I'll put the link to the Lazada product down in the description below if you intend to buy it, but I doubt that you'll be able to find it elsewhere in the world, and it doesn't really matter. It's a cheap, I don't think it's a good strap, so you have a lot of better options wherever you are, right? So find the one that suits you. There's nothing special about this strap. Next, Gaelic Memories Photography said, "Robin, have you been working out? Looking good. Thanks, that's very kind of you." New Mystery said, "Robin Wong looking jacked." I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think I'm looking jacked. I think I look quite normal, honestly. Jin Wan said, "Gee Robin, did you just go on a crash diet?" Another good review as usual. No, Jin Wan, I didn't go on a crash diet. Now, I've been receiving a lot of comments on how I look or how my physical appearance has changed in the past recent videos. And I admit, I have lost a little bit of weight. Recently, I've started my fitness journey earlier on this year. I think it was in January. I went to the gym, I started running, and yes, I watched what I ate very closely. There might be some changes, but I don't feel any different. I still wear the same clothes. I don't think it is a big deal. But you know what the depressing part is? Since the beginning of the lockdown in May, for more than a month now, the gym is closed. I can't go to the gym. And the park is also closed. All public parks are closed. We can't just go out and walk around randomly. The police will catch us and send us to prison, and we get fined 10,000 ringgit or 2,500 US dollars. As I've mentioned, that's the same price that you can buy both the EP7 and the 8 to 25 lens. I don't want to lose that kind of money. And there's only so much I can do about my fitness in this tiny little miserable room. I can't run. I can do push-ups, sit-ups, and that's it. And after a while, you kind of lose motivation to go on. And it is really sad, really. I've worked so hard for the past few months on this fitness journey, right? And I just don't find the wheel to go on. And yeah, I hope that the lockdown will be eased soon, will be lifted, and the gyms will be reopened. The parks, at least the parks being reopened, right? I can go to the park and start running again. That will really change things. But yeah, there's nothing much I can do in this room to maintain my fitness. Nerd Mike said, after years now, I understand why you're using that Lego brick heads for your autofocus test. It's Robin. Now this Lego brick heads here, the Lego Robin, there is an interesting story behind this. This was a birthday gift from my dear friend, an old friend and a fantastic photographer from my hometown Kuching in Borneo. His name is Alan Ang. Hi Alan, if you're watching this video, thanks so much for this gift. It meant a lot to me. I've been using it so much in my videos as a prop, as something for me to test autofocus on, or just put this posing it next to the camera and take some product shots. And I really like it because there's so many colors. There's red, there's yellow, there's green. It's just such a vibrant prop, and I kept using it. I never get tired using this Lego brick heads. And the funny part is, this is Robin from the DC Universe, Lego brick heads Robin, and I'm Robin Wong. Robin, and people can't seem to put that together. It took some time for people to connect the dots. I don't know why. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. Paul Coleman asked, how is it for video? I believe he's saying, how does the Olympus EM1 Mark II perform for video shooting? I'm not the right person to answer your question, Paul. I'm very sorry. You see, I'm not a videographer and I don't have experience in cinematography. I don't want to pretend to be an expert when I'm not. There are a lot of YouTubers who pretend that they know everything. All these photographer YouTubers where they review cameras and lenses. And when you look at the reviews, they don't even have sample photographs to justify what they are saying. It's just an empty review with no evidence, and they just say whatever they want to say based on specifications, like they know everything. If you don't have enough sample photographs, it means that you have not spent enough time using the cameras and lenses. Then how can you say what you want to say about these products if you don't even have enough experience and you don't even know what you're talking about? So whenever I review something, first I must make sure that I know the product and I know what I'm doing, and I'm not a cinematographer, so I'm very sorry about that. I will not pretend like a lot of these YouTubers do. But what I can do is direct you to someone who's experienced in video. You can go to Jimmy Chang at Red35. He's also another Olympus ambassador. He does fantastic video work. Hit him up in his social media, ask him these questions. I'm sure he can answer your question whether the EM1 Mark II is suitable for what you want to do for video shooting. Marcia Zangronis said, I bought the Mark II because of your videos. Thank you. I'm ready to buy a compatible flash. Does Godox work with the LM3? I believe you're referring to the FL LM3. For off-camera shooting, or should I stick with Olympus flash? Marcia, honestly, I don't know if Godox is compatible with Olympus. I would assume they do, but don't take my word for it. I believe that Godox is an amazing system. I've personally have no experience using Godox. I don't own any Godox products, but I have a lot of friends speaking very highly of Godox. It is affordable and they perform really, really well. The reason why I don't use Godox is because my Olympus flash, which have been with me for many years, refused to die. The Olympus FL50R, it is old, but it is still very good. It's reliable, it is powerful enough for what I do, it is fast, and the TTL is really good and accurate, and it does wireless flash. I have 3 of these. They just don't die. I'm waiting for them to die so that I can upgrade to something else like the new Olympus FL900R or something. And you know what? I'm not the kind of photographer who would go for the latest and greatest. I don't aim for the latest product. I use whatever product that is practical. I use whatever that is necessary and what I need to get the photography business jobs done. And if the FL50R or whatever lens or camera that I have, if they can get the job done, I'm not going to spend more money to add more costs to the business. So the FL50R is still performing really well, and you know, as you've seen from my macro shots, it does wonders. It does a superb job in lighting my tiny little jumping spider. Now, don't get this FL50R. This is an old product. It is already discontinued. It's outdated. If you want to go for the Godox flash system, go for it. Don't worry about whether it's compatible with the FLM3 or not. If you want to go for Godox, I'm sure they have a wireless trigger that you can use as well. Just get the Godox and I'm sure you will love it. One last comment from HG Wong. He said, yeah, feel that the EM1 Mark II in your hand just like a tiny EM10. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't have big hands. I am a typical Asian. I do have quite small hands, slender fingers. I think it's a normal Asian size hand. So my hands are not that big, but I guess the camera does look small because I'm not a small person. It's not because I have big hands, but yeah, it's interesting. And anyone who have tried the EM1 Mark II can testify that it just fits the hands perfectly. I don't know why. The camera just, the handling, the ergonomics is just the best out there. And it's insane because everyone has different hands. Some people have larger hands, some people have smaller hands, and they all say the same thing. The EM1 Mark II or the EM1 Mark III, both cameras are the same. I'm actually filming with the EM1 Mark II now, so this is actually the EM1 Mark III. The design is exactly the same. The grip is the same, right? And everyone says this is the most comfortable camera that they have ever handled. Go figure. That's all I want to talk about in this first ever episode of Robin Speaks. I hope you've enjoyed this session. I hope you don't think it's too long. Do let me know what you think. Give me suggestions on how I can tweak this video to better suit you guys. And of course, I welcome suggestions on future topics to talk about in this Robin Speaks video series. Also, please consider to support this channel. You can buy me a coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal, links in the description below on how I can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way and will help me to continue making videos like this and share it right here. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing and I'll definitely see you in the next one. If you can go out to take more photographs, please do so on my behalf because I'm stuck in this room at this moment. Go out and take more photographs. I'll really appreciate that. Until the next one, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.